Welcome to Japan English News, Quick Scan. Today's headlines. Russian Foreign Ministry, Moscow ready for talks with Washington. Russia's foreign ministry says President Vladimir Putin's unilateral recognition of pro-Russian regions in eastern Ukraine as independent entities does not affect Russia's diplomatic negotiations with other countries. Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova said on Tuesday that even in the most difficult times Russia is ready for negotiations. Asian shares drop as Putin orders troops to East Ukraine. Shares fell sharply in Asia on Tuesday after Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered troops into separatist regions of eastern Ukraine, suggesting a long-feared invasion was possibly underway. Tokyo's Nikkei 225 index dropped 1.8% and the Hang Seng in Hong Kong fell 3.2% in early trading. Oil prices jumped, with U.S. crude up 2.8%. The future for the S&P 500 dropped 1.5% while the contract for the Dow Industrials lost 1.3%. Japan services prices rise in January. The prices Japanese businesses pay each other for services rose last month for the 11th month in a row. The Bank of Japan said on Tuesday the Services Producer Price Index was up 1.2% in January from a year earlier. That included the cost of ocean freight for raw materials, like coal and oil. International air freight also rose as a result of high demand. Record 107.6 trillion yen draft budget clears lower house. The lower house approved a record 107.6 trillion yen draft budget for fiscal 2022 on February 22 that had the backing of an opposition party, which has not been seen in more than 40 years. Along with support from the ruling Liberal Democratic Party and its coalition partner, Komeito, the budget was backed by the Democratic Party for the People. High Court orders Japan to pay damages for sterilizations. The Osaka High Court on February 22 for the first time ordered the central government to compensate plaintiffs forcibly sterilized under a post-war eugenics policy. 3 plaintiffs residing in the Kinki region had sought compensation of a total of 55 million yen from the government for being sterilized without consent under the former eugenic protection law. Police illegally provided information on citizens for green energy firm. A district court here ruled on February 21 that prefectural police broke the law by providing collected intelligence to a renewable energy firm on the activities of citizens opposed to a wind farm development. A presiding judge of the Gifu District Court ordered the Gifu prefectural government to pay a total of 2.2 million yen to the 4 plaintiffs. Canada lawmakers extend emergency powers for truck protests. Canadian lawmakers voted Monday night to extend the emergency powers that police can invoke to quell any potential restart of blockades by those opposed to COVID-19 restrictions. Lawmakers in the House of Commons voted 185 to 151 to affirm the powers. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said earlier that the powers were still needed despite police ending the occupation of the nation's capital by truckers over the weekend and police ending border blockades before that. China warns U.S. against including Taiwan in its Indo-Pacific plan. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi on Tuesday told U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken the U.S. should not include Taiwan, which China claims as its own territory, in America's Indo-Pacific strategy. Earlier this month, the U.S. said it would commit more diplomatic and security resources to the Indo-Pacific. Washington also said it would work with partners inside and outside the region to maintain peace and stability in the strait dividing Taiwan from China. Japanese firms join initiative to reduce plastic waste. A conservation NGO and 10 major Japanese companies plan to work together to step up efforts to reduce plastic waste. WWF Japan initiated the project as part of efforts to address plastic pollution. Beverage and consumer goods makers are among the participants. The 10 companies are to work jointly, with a target year of 2025, on eliminating unnecessary use of single-use plastics, switching to alternative materials, and setting ambitious goals for the use of recycled materials. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.